how you doing? Good to see you.
How are you?
Thanks for coming out.
Oh, you're welcome.
For sure.
I'm so excited.
Let's take a picture.
Too bad you were already sold out.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of my friends couldn't come.
Oh, yeah, I didn't know. You could have let me know.
Check it out now.
Cheetham-West. I am Chris Cheetham-West. Wife. I don't need a microphone. So we are here to celebrate Chris on this first day of Black History Month. For his book, Digital Marketing for Results, #ProudWifey. But I do remember back in 2018 when Chris told me that he wanted to write his book, and I said, babe, go for it. If you know anything about Chris, he'll do anything he puts his mind to. So during the time he was actually writing his book, he actually got his MBA in December.
Thanks.
So we are so proud of him, and thank you all for coming. We just want to thank you all for your support, especially our family. Family, if you can stand up at this time. One thing that our preacher preached about a couple of weeks ago is the fact that God will sometimes just give you a sample of what he has in store for you. So babe, this is just a sample for what the Lord has for you. In positions at Google, where he worked in the area of marketing key products. His career has taken him to 48 states along with cities. Can we get The focus of Chris' career is to help marketing teams save time and focus on what matters by utilizing the latest online tools. His career advancements aided in him qualifying to become a member of the National Speakers Association. Chris has worked with teams at Lionsgate, Yamaha, and multiple universities, to name a few. With his proven track record, Chris was awarded the NITO scholarship to pursue his MBA from the NSA. This marketing award is only given to a person actively pursuing a career in speaking and entrepreneurship. As a board member of the American Marketing Association in San Antonio in 2011, he was awarded Volunteer of the Month. West obtained a BBA in marketing from University of Texas, San Antonio, where he was also president of the AMA UTSA. He also holds certifications in Google Analytics and eMarketer. That's why you need his book. So now I am here to introduce my husband, Chris Cheetham-West.
Thanks. So, 97% of people search online before they make a purchase, whether that's brick or mortar or that's online. When I heard that statistic, I was shocked. I was like, that means that I have to go out there and present and help these businesses understand how important it is to be effective online, whether it's a corporation or it's a small business. So throughout this presentation, I'm going to show you exactly what the book is about and also what you can do to help your business or your personal brand. And I'm going to go over 4 chapters that I think is really specific. And overall, the reason why I made the book. So first chapter 1. So traditional to online. We all know how important it is to be online right now. We all know how important social media is right now. So I go into this chapter and talk about specifically what you can do to transition from traditional advertising like radio or TV to online advertising, which is really important. It used to be where if we wanted to know if a business had good customer service, we had to know a person, a family, or a friend. Now, what do? Yelp, right? So we all know that now we can, whether it's a different state or different city or different country we're going to, we can automatically see if a business has good customer service. Chapter 4, search engines, Google, Yahoo, Bing. We're going to talk about specifically how you can rank better on the search engines and what you need to do to rank higher. One of my first jobs when it comes to marketing, they told me I needed to do some type of optimization for their website. It was a small church, about 100 members, and I was kind of overwhelmed because I didn't think that it was possible to actually get results since the church was so small with little to no budget. But what I realized is a lot of these mega churches weren't doing any of these new tactics that I mentioned in the book. So within 6 months, it took a long time, but we were able to put that church on the first page of Google, even though they had 100 members. And that's against 5,000 member churches, 10,000 member churches. It was really great. So I'm going to go into details on how I did that and what you can do for your business as well. And we're going to talk about exactly what you need to put on your website, what kind of words you want to use to rank high, to be on the first page of Google. Maybe that's, if you have a restaurant, maybe that's people typing in Italian restaurant in Houston. You want to be on the first page if that's your type of business. So now that we talked about the search engines, let's go into a little bit more detail about other topics. Email marketing. We all use email pretty effectively. We all check the email. And many businesses don't know that you can still grow business through email marketing. I kept hearing about email marketing for a long time, and I finally decided to check it out. What I did was I went to my friends and family, and I asked them, hey, can I put your email address on my newsletter? And they said yes. Most of them said yes, hopefully, right? And so I finally got to the point where I started my newsletter, and then what I did was I sent out tips. It wasn't me self-promoting too much. It was just send out tips about what I do. So it just so happens when my first email that I sent, somebody that received it was a board member of American Marketing Association, and he said, hey, I need these services. I was shocked. I was like, I'm going to continue sending these emails on a weekly basis. And that was about 6 years ago, and that client, I still have that client today, just because of that one email that I sent earlier with email marketing. So I'm going to go in detail on how you can gain subscribers and what you can do to communicate with your audience. Now that we talked about email, let's go into what more people know is social media. All right, we're on social media every day. We're active on it, right? So let's go into detail. A year ago, I told myself I wasn't just going to be on social media. I was going to engage on social media. I wasn't going to network on social media. I was going to network with the right people. So I was going to engage with the right content, provide value to people so I can get those connections that I need, and also I can tell people what I do and how I can help them out. One of the main questions I get is how to post on social media, when to post, how often to post. Anybody have a friend on social media that posts every 5 minutes? How do you feel about them? Unfollow, hopefully not, right? So I'm going to talk about specifically how often you should post. You want to post enough so people can remember your brand, but you don't want to post too much to the point where it's annoying to the business, right? Because people will unfollow you easily these days on social media. Engagement. I get this question so much. How do you get engagement? How do you get comments? How do you get likes? How do you get people to click on your posts and go to your website? But the problem is many businesses, they're not really connecting with their audience. They're just setting up business pages and then they're just promoting their services, putting out links there. They have to build a relationship first and show that you care. This person years ago went on Twitter and said, hey, I'm at the airport. Morton Steakhouse, can you bring me a steak? Just jokingly. You know, say, let me bring you a steak. It'll be great if you can bring me a steak. And guess what happened? 2 hours later, they brought him a steak. What does that do for the brand? That means that they're connected with the brand and people are going to be talking about their brand years to come. Just because they put the extra effort in instead of just sitting back and trying to promote a product. But why? Why should people purchase your product? Why should people comment? Why should people like your services? You got to have that connection first. And one way to do this is through emotional content, which we go into detail in the book. Right? Emotional content can connect with your consumer because it's relatable. People want to feel relatable. If you're just promoting your services using jargon terms, they can't connect to that. So posting content such as celebrating content and also any type of positive emotions work well. So whenever we set out to do anything, maybe that's starting a business, maybe that's having a project at work, or maybe that's trying to succeed in anything we do, we want to know that we made the right decision. We want to know that we set out to accomplish something and then it works out for us. Late last year, this guy started his first donut shop. He was excited about it. He wanted to wake up and know that he made the right decision in order to see that he succeeded. But something happened. When he opened this shop, nobody showed up. Can you imagine what he was thinking? He put all this effort into this business for years of planning, and the first day it opened up, nobody shows up. So what his son did, was he posted a picture. He said, "My dad is sad because no one's coming to his donut shop." So instead of them promoting their product, they wanted to connect. Instead of them acting like everything was perfect, they wanted to show what was really going on behind the scenes. And after they connected emotionally, guess what? This got over 700,000 likes, and they sold out that same day. People came from 30 minutes, 40 minutes away just to come and check out those donuts, right? So you want to make sure that you're connecting emotionally. Just over here, it just goes into detail about what type of emotions we're going to talk about in the chapter as well. You want to focus on the positive emotions, of course. Now, whenever I post a picture of myself on Facebook, I get about 20 likes. I do pretty good. Yeah. When I post a picture of me and my wife, it gets 200 likes. I don't get it. I don't know what it is. I think I dress good too, right? They say it's because of the shoes. I'm still trying to find out where those shoes are. Right? So overall, I want you to have an action plan. At the end of every chapter, it's going to go over what matters, what it really means to be engaged in that chapter, what you want to focus on, what you want to do, and how can you make it be successful. And after today, after you get your book, hopefully you can write a good review, right, on Amazon. But overall, I want you to think of social media and digital marketing as easy to use, easy to engage with. I want you to make sure it's not overwhelming. Just like this picture right here. It's not overwhelming. Let's check out the video. So this is what overthinking looks like. There you go. Not what it is. So, of course, it's not overwhelming, right? So think about this, and I want to give in the back of the bill, you'll see the acknowledgments, my family, and thanks for everybody for coming out today. The people that helped on the front register, inside, the setup, the photo booth. So I really thank for everybody to come out. And I know you could have been doing a lot of things on a good Saturday day like today, right? So I just thank everybody, my family, my mother, and my father. And overall, I want you to think about focusing on what matters. Thanks. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming out today to this book signing. So just a quick overview on the book. It goes over digital marketing, search optimization, how to use social media for your business, and also how to really be effective online in general, whether it's a small business or a large corporation or even your personal brand. You gotta know what matters. You gotta understand what you wanna focus on. You don't wanna spend all the money and time and not get the results you want. So thanks for coming out. And also, if you haven't bought the book already, get it on Amazon, Kindle, and paperback and other places as well.